Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit, I know these.
And welcome to the National Meat Eater Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. Chuck Norris. I'm surprised I haven't used a Chuck Norris intro in a while. You know what it is? I saw a Chuck Norris TikTok today. Remember when, like, before memes were like Chuck Norris was like...
Yeah, he was the original meme, if you really think about it.
The original meme. That's a fact.
Did you see that? There's like this game online where people can like simulate different things and make them fight in like war. So it'll be like...
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before.
1,000 T-Rexes versus
10 million
Jedi
chickens.
Yeah,
That's sick.
I saw one today where it was like 1,000 Chuck Norrises
The chickens
versus
win.
1,000 Jedi. And the Chuck Norrises beat
Chuck
the Jedi.
Norris win. Yeah,
That's
they would
crazy.
win really single-handedly. Like, really, like, on the flip side, it's your boy Obi-Wan Kenobi, because I know my ass would be kicked by Chuck Norris, because like literally he's like God, right? Like he's a god. Like he's just like a beard with like a fist that comes through it for no reason. He can talk to animals. He can like literally
When was the last
like
time you watched?
time has to talk to him. Time has to like actually confer with Chuck Norris. Like, I don't know, man. All powerful.
When was the last
being.
time you watched Walker, Texas Ranger?
Oh my god!
Strangers so fucking
Jeez.
shit.
Wait. Are you saying it's shit?
Of course not, bro.
No, I'm saying, when was the last time you watched
it's
it?
the shit.
I said the shit.
Okay, definitely 2000 something, like 2001, like definitely the last time. I have to be right.
You gotta
like
watch
I
it,
remember,
dude.
like
It's,
being
it's so cheesy. Rewatch it again. I think I rewatched it on one of those free platforms during... No, this was before Corona. I was a very lonely guy. I think it was like 2018, and I watched it on
like this.
Tubi or Roku or something.
Tubi.
I was like, wow, this is hilariously bad. I love it.
That's what makes it so good. I mean, like literally, just like he's like every episode is him just dropping like a cross chop with a leg. Like just God bless him. Sorry, Joseph.
It's cool. It is your other boy, Thriller from the Three, a.k.a. Joey from the National Meat Treasure Podcast.
And who you fucking tonight, Joe? You're looking sexy in that wife beater.
Ooh.
I have a shirt. I had a shirt on. It's just too warm to wear it, but it makes my eyes and my face look nice. And I really wanted to wear it, but it's too hot. So y'all are getting a little skin.
Wow, you know what?
Skin to the people. Yeah.
That tells you how rich Joseph has become. The heat is running, and it is not turning off at all in that house. Because in my house, everyone is required to wear a sweater at least, because shit is wildly expensive. And even at 75 plus with snow, everything around us, I don't feel like paying a $500 electric bill every day.
I'm drinking beer.
month.
Beer makes me sweat. Maybe
you know
y'all need to...
You know what's fucked up, dude?
Good point.
I'm 35 years old. I have no idea where the fuck heat comes from, dude. Like, and when I say this, because, like, okay. No, let me explain. I don't know the difference.
either.
I
between
literally worked in energy.
No. Gas heat, oil heat, electric heat. I don't know which one's cheaper. I've had all three, sometimes even two at once, and I have no, like, bills were different. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I had oil heat at my last apartment in PA. My did I pay for oil or gas?
You would not be paying at a house.
Yeah, house I rented. No, that's what it was. I didn't pay for that. Okay, now I... But wait, okay, no, that's why.
You paid
All
for
right.
electricity.
So my heat here is free, but it's crap. It's warm today in here for some reason, but it's normally crap.
What is it?
Yeah, I don't
is
know how
it
he works.
a baseboard? Is there a baseboard? Like, do you know what that is?
They explained it to me so many fucking times. It's like a water pump system that like pumps throughout the entire building, and the water gets hotter based on how hot or cold it is outside. But like, I don't
it's bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit.
So it's bullshit.
So those systems are normally, depending on what is the source of energy that runs that, is what makes it natural, electric, or oil, right? So like oil usually is for heating the home. Like it's not really used for much else. But you can use electricity for everything. And that's what my house is. It's all electric. It sucks.
Oh. Well, speaking of heat, I gotta ask you guys a question. Have you ever pissed on anybody?
I plead the
No.
fifth.
I have not.
I
Great
plead the
segue,
fifth.
right? Well,
My wife listens to the podcast, and she like called me out on something, and I didn't know how to like respond because it was out of the blue. She must be
I'm done with
behind a
that
few
shit.
episodes. She must be behind a few episodes because she's like, oh, what was this in episode 99? Like, I was like, ma'am, I don't remember what I said this morning. You expect me to remember some like just like psycho babble coming out of my mouth on an episode? Absolutely not. I am not, ma'am. I plead the fifth. So I will plead the fifth on that one. You take that content and answer your own question. Honestly, you know, that's what I say.
I will answer my own question when I get my camera to work again. I don't know what the fuck happened here.
You probably showed
But
your
yeah,
butthole and didn't want you to anymore.
I asked that question because of the latest news about, you know, Carisha of City Girls, I think that's where she's from, saying that she has a piss kink and she likes to be peed on. And she's dating P. Diddy, so P-E-E Diddy has been trending lately. And it was funny because that's already funny enough, right? But what was funnier is I had a couple of friends who were tweeting stuff and posting memes about, oh, it's like don't none of you niggas get ideas, bro. Like, you're regular. No one's drinking your piss. No one's getting pissed on by you. This is a rich man sport only to piss on women. And I had to interject because y'all know my tax bracket.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
I've never pissed on anyone, but it's been requested. And the only reason I haven't done it is because it's never been requested in a hotel. It's been requested in my house. And I'm like, Ma, I am not trying to mop after this. I'm trying to go to Chick-fil-A.
Why not the bathroom? Why not use
get in the
bathroom?
shower.
Get in the shower, bro.
I personally am not that invested in pissing on somebody. But
That's
I'm
fair.
just saying
Yeah.
it's a pretty,
I
would say, on the kink list, it's pretty high. Like, it's pretty out there. So
I mean,
need
you like
guys
getting
to
your
confirm
toes
that
sucked. Literally
Getting your
where
toes sucked-
fungus
Whoa,
grows. Listen,
first of all,
technically speaking, urine is cleaner than your nasty ass, like, you know, construction boot, like wearing motherfuckers, like just stuffed in some wool sock for like 8 hours, 10 hours, like that sock
Okay,
is
first of
stiff.
all,
You take it out. It's
I'm
disgusting.
not gonna let you. Hold on. Now, I'm not gonna let you come in my piggies like this, bro. First of all,
Your piggies. That's
they
why you
they
decided
go
to work
market.
in an office. That's why you decided to give him a little
They go to
rest,
market.
little. You know, he takes them out and just lotions them because they're prized. Is that what content people are asking for? Is it a lot of feet stuff?
I'm about to.
Don't put your feet.
Right now.
Don't do feet. Don't do feet right now. Don't do it for yourself.
I actually bought a foot cream.
I knew it, you motherfucker.
I take care of the piggies, bro. I wash my feet,
gotta.
I lotion my feet, I get
It doesn't-
pedicures.
it doesn't
I got
matter.
The pumice stone out. Son,
You
you
gonna
would
tell
be
me your
blessed to
feet
suck
don't
these
smell? Hold on. What? Hold on. Listen, I've known you basically my entire adult life. I would not be blessed, okay, sir? I know where those things have been. I do not want to be anywhere near them. I know they lived in a van for at least like 3 years, like vans, like like one pair of vans for 3
One
years.
pair.
So, so that's why I
Listen,
called it a
listen.
van. I stopped at S. I stopped before the S because it was single. So fuck you. I'm
Listen,
not touching those toes, bro.
Bro, I've come a long way from these airwalks. Okay, I'm in Nikes these days. Okay, that's one. Two, these feet take a lot of tender love and care. And I would venture to say that, like, sucking feet is more sanitary than sucking fingers.
Okay, so yes,
that makes sense.
Kind of. Yeah, but also because, like, if there's enough moisture in your sock and you wear a shoe, unless you're wearing something antimicrobial, like, they're both just nasty. All right, let's just be real, okay? And why are we sucking fingers way more?
Because niggas don't stretch. That's why. There's no access to
the toes.
You hit it from the back. You hit it from the back.
What are you
just jam
doing,
your
bro?
finger.
What are you doing talking about stretching? What physical feat are you doing? Wow.
No,
that's a pun. That's a pun all by itself.
Can I tell you a beautiful? Can I tell you a beautiful story about a beautiful woman? I remember I had somebody over, and I had told her prior that I like some feet TLC, and she was like, I'm not doing that, and I'm like, that's fine. Like most people are pretty opposed to that, right? But I remember the one day, she came over. We're getting to business, and business is good, my friend. It's booming. I'm Tesla out this motherfucker. But we get to 69ing, and I remember
we get to 69ing. Okay, hold on, pause. Don't ever just say that, because like no normal date just goes. We get to 69ing. Like that's like a crazy date. First off, like you are just sex workers at this point. Go ahead. Sorry, continue your story.
I'll get to that, but we wine, we dine, we
69. Oh 60. Shit! Burn this shit down.
We 69, and I remember there was a moment we were both on our side, and I remember where I looked at her. Well, she stopped doing her do, right, and I looked up, and I was like, "What is she doing?" And I saw her kind of looking at my foot. And then she just jammed it in her mouth. And I was just like, God in heaven. God bless. I love her so much.
She's a nice person.
I love her so deeply. And we had a conversation about that a while later. I was like, remember that time you inspected my foot a little bit before you went? She was like, you were doing your business, and I had to inspect the foot just a wee bit before I committed to going all the way there.
No fungi feet. No fungi feet.
There's no fungi feet. I would imagine my feet probably smell beautiful. I haven't smelled my foot in a while because again, not that flexible, but
that's a little weird, bro. I don't know. Listen, I respect it. It's nice, but I don't know. I don't get the feet thing. I'm not grossed out by feet, but I'm also not like, what the hell was that? Did someone just have a military occupation just happen?
That might have been something.
You living in Staten Island? Holy shit. Bro, that literally sounded like some kind of giant Humvee right through. Wow. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not inherently grossed out by feet, but it's just a weird thing to I don't know. I guess talk about at length, if you will.
It's not.
Look, here we are.
You won't talk about it at length because your mouth is full, baby.
Listen,
so
have I sucked toes? Of course I have. Have I done it in the heat in a moment? Of course. It's nice when you when you get a deep missionary and they're looking at you and you you start ripping apart their leg a little bit, just biting it all over, and then you just get to the toes and you just caress them and kiss their feet. Yeah,
toes in the mouth.
Hot,
missionary go crazy.
So they do go crazy. Yeah. That is so cool. But I've seen some things that you have done in your escapades, or at least I've imagined, and I've seen similar things that have been done in the internet, and it's just I don't know, not my thing. I don't think that's like a foot job, not my thing. There's nothing.
Foot job is definitely not my thing. I've gotten a foot job. There's no way to be accurate when you're giving a foot job. There's it's just nobody has the right amount of pressure.
No, you need the right amount of pressure. You really can't be just slipping and sliding. It doesn't, and that's the thing. As a man who loves breast, boob jobs are a little overrated. Because
you know what? It's crazy you say that because I think so as well, and I didn't think you'd take that stance. You seem very much a boob job guy.
No. See, I'm a man who likes just plumpness, so it don't I enjoy a lot of ass. I enjoy a lot of titties. So I'm fortunate in my life that I have enjoyed both. That's what I'll say. But I will say that what goes crazier is ass. Boobies are always top tier. I'll always enjoy them.
Boobies? Are we
boobies?
Boobies?
Titties? sandbags, fun
You're
bags.
gonna call them knockers next?
Knockers, cans, hooters,
Mommy milkers.
mommy milkers. Okay, mommy milkers are fantastic, and there's nothing wrong with them. But a boob job does not go as crazy as people think it does. Like you get, especially if you got like actually big titties. Like, I mean, it's a feat if my penis pops through. I'm like, aha, like it's cool, but like there's not enough pressure. There just isn't. And if you've got fake boobies, I don't think they're working. I don't think they're working the same way.
We just don't have massive dicks. I think you have to have a girthy, long dick to really get into the boob job, as well as a big, semi-perky breast. You know, I feel like that's really where it's at.
I see
the Eiffel Tower.
The what?
The Eiffel Tower, you know?
He doesn't have the Eiffel Tower of penises.
So are Eiffel Towers giant compared to penises? I don't know where the fuck we're at anymore. I lost you.
It's just because it's a large structure. You know, it's
a large structure. Okay, so
maybe it's not large to you. Maybe it's not large to you.
I don't think it is, my friend. I don't think it is. I'll be the Louvre. Then if you're gonna be the Eiffel Tower, girthy, shit, stout, strong. Unique.
You're the
unique.
You're the Pentagon. You're just wide and short.
And unique, and really a structure that you've never seen before, and you go, "Wow, that really does work." You know what? As you could get a lot of things going on, and you know what? I'm an overachiever, so I make up for a lot of ways. I'm not boring at all. That's the good thing. That's the good thing. You know, we'll entertain any offers. Except for the stick play, we're still gonna say no to the stick play. Maybe a finger in the ass, like in 2 years.
I don't know where you just went off on this. We were talking about feet, and I'm talking about fingers in your ass. In,
you know what?
I
think
it's crazy.
I think we've grown. We've gone from the fact that we kind of.
How high are you exactly right now?
Extremely, but you know it doesn't change the reality that feet sucking has evolved, right? Enough where we can talk about it, right? You can suck toes and it's like, haha, like, yeah, that's a personality. But like before, it was a little dicey for toe suckers. I'm just saying.
Sucking toes was never taboo for me, but I've been eating ass since I was 18. So
right,
I mean,
right, like you know my mouth
you were ahead of the curve like that at 18 in 2005.
I said this on the pod before. Like, I got with my first, and I was like, I don't know when this is going to happen again, but I need to taste everything. I need to boldly go where no man has gone before. I don't know. I don't know when I'm getting a woman again. This is a scarcity complex that I eat at.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
Scarcity complex. That's crazy.
Wow.
I wasn't that goes crazy. Mr. Fucking Sanova.
No. So I told you about my first, right? Like, have I ever told you that story? Like, that's a weird story to want to tell about anyway. But she was a girl that had graduated high school because we were in the same class, but she was a year ahead of me as far as credits. She was just catching up on things.
Nice.
And she said her rule the whole time was like, I have to wait until I graduate high school, and then I'm gonna fuck you. Like, literally, that was it. And I had a girlfriend at the time, so I was like, whatever, like, you know, like, it's no big deal. Literally the day after she graduates, like, she like takes me and like, you know, we have sex, and it was a very traumatic experience, I think, for both of us. Dramatic.
Well,
you know what?
Hold on.
That was crazy.
Let's back up. Let's back up real quick. We gotta back up real quick because
that was scary.
You came at me for eating ass my first time. But your first time was infidelity? Like, you've been a cheater since day one?
Yeah, basically. No, but you know what? You know what it was, bro? I'll tell you what it was. I was with a girlfriend in high school that was just like girlfriend by title almost at this point. You know, wasn't really like trying to like hear me out. Like, I was a horny teenager, and she was just like playing these kind of weird games with me. And literally, I would have her friends in my ear, like, telling me how much they would fuck me if I was their boyfriend. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on with me? Why am I wasting my time when there's literally this hot girl telling me she wants to, like, be my first, be her first in this whole thing. And I'm like, going to say no? No, of course not. I am thinking with my penis, and it's the only thing. So fuck you, you toe-sucking son of a bitch.
That was the right
off.
decision. You made the right
Duck
decision.
off. Bro, no, dead ass. Like, literally,
You made the right decision.
I spoke to my ex-girlfriend at the time, years later after we broke up. And she apologized about all of it. It was such a weird thing. Like, she was just, like, we bumped into each other.
Hold on. Did she apologize? Did she apologize with the knowledge that you cheated on her?
Yeah. She actually apologized. I told her because I
This
had told
does
her
sound
before
familiar.
we broke up. We told her right before we broke up. I told her, you know, like I wasn't like, you know, there was really nothing left for me. Like it was just kind of weird. Like we were just like people who held hands. Like just dumb. You know what I mean? Like high school
Going through motions,
like, yeah, like high school like kiddie shit, and like she wouldn't like go a certain way because I guess in her mind like it was. I don't know, like somehow gonna ruin her chances at life. I don't know. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But she apologized to me years later. Literally.
Could you just imagine like your dick ruining someone's life entirely?
It
my God,
has.
that
Wait, hold on. Do you think your dick hasn't? You think your dick hasn't ruined somebody's life forever? Hold on, Mr.
Well-
Bitches. Okay, listen. Like I don't even
For
say
sure
that
not.
word. Oh my
sure
God,
not.
you are a lying piece of
You
shit.
know what? You know
Let it off your chest. Let it off.
My dick is so mediocre. It's a drop in the bucket to somebody's life. It's nobody's remembering this. Nobody. This is a ship in the night. Okay, this is not like a rememberable experience. Come on, I'm not working with shit.
No, bro.
Captain.
I'm a destroyer. I'm a destroyer. I'm a destroyer, bro. I don't play that shit. I know what I am.
No,
He
you're
said I'm a
retired
destroyer.
because meatheads give this guy a congratulations on his 9-year wedding anniversary, or is it anniversary?
Oh shit, bro. You know, nine years of us being together. That's what it is. We met each other. We started talking to each other like in December. And yo, did I ever tell you about this great betrayal? So I hope you're listening to this, Joni. This great betrayal on our anniversary. So the way we linked, normally I was the one reaching out to women, right? You know, I never really rarely I had women just kind of like reach out to me and be of substance. So like it was she reached out, she said, "Hey, you're really cute. We should chat." And years later, I find out this is a generic fucking pickup line that she was just sending to anybody that kind of remotely was attractive to her.
Copy and
felt,
paste.
Bro, like for real? Like I was like, not even a little bit of the game? She's like, "Oh, you're the one who bit." I was like, "You piece of shit." like I'm done. But she did not say you're the one who bit. But basically, that's what she alluded to. It is a terrible life. I'm just gonna tell you. No, it's a good 9 years of fun, of love, and you know I'm really grateful. You know it is. You were talking about this offline and like talking about like when people just mention like the goods and the ups and the downs, and you know just like shut up. It's not for like the internet, but it's you know I think I think it shows somebody's vulnerability, and we can all learn a little bit of. Shut up. Okay, Rockaware, duck off.
To anybody listening, if we are ever in like a long relationship and you post some shit about like, I've been with you through the good and the bad and the ups and the downs, and you annoy me sometimes, but I'm your biggest supporter. No,
we've been together for like 2 recessions. We've been together for like 2 recessions. At this point, the good and the bad has happened, bro. Like, chill it, okay?
If you're gonna put it on the internet,
eggs are like $5 a carton. Eggs are like $5 a carton. It is not good times, bro. Who's having a good time? Everybody's quota doubled. Everybody's like fucking like life just doubled, and now we got to pay $5 for eggs. That shit's bullshit. You did the test. How much were eggs?
My eggs were $5. I don't know where y'all are finding these eggs.
That's a lot of money. You don't think that's a lot of money for 12 eggs? You defending big egg? You eating big dairy over here?
Greek yogurt, eggs,
Yo,
steak, tuna occasionally, That's really fucking it. I don't have like a huge grocery bill because I eat the same like 4 things every day.
Sound like you're
Smart.
in hell, personally. Why not spice your life up a little bit?
Because my life is spicy. Because eating those things makes me hotter, which makes my life thusly spicier. It's giving me opportunities.
Shout out to Spice Girls, Spice Up Your Life. That beat is so
Spice up
hard.
your life. Spice up
Yo,
your
you should
life.
make you should make a beat to that. That would eat. Yeah, right? I should. The 90s, we talked about this in the last episode. The 2000s are very vintage right now. Yeah. A Spice Girls beat would go crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
Swords are back. Yo,
Velour is back. Studded belts are back. The look where you wear the girls wear the tank top with the wife beater with the bra sticking out. That's back. We saw Ice Spice's latest photo.
Can we be real? Can we talk about a trend that does need to make a comeback? And I feel like this goes crazy for all of us in here. But you remember the era of the woman with the baggy kind of like cargo pant with the thong like peeking out? Like, hold on.
That's been back. That's been back for a long time.
Yeah,
but not the thong part though.
Not the thong.
No, the
thong.
Like the thong part. The thong part. Outside and on the internet.
Mister, your internet is very curated. Okay, it's obviously people who have figured out.
It's not the internet. It's go outside. Go to the club. Live in a city. I'm telling you, it's been very back. You are missing out on life.
Yeah, the baggy cargo pants has definitely been back. But I've hated it for a while.
You've hated the baggy cargo pants?
What? That goes crazy.
Yeah,
honestly.
because a lot of girls who had cake would start wearing them, and it would be hiding their cake, and I was just like, "Girl, it's like I respect it. Like you have the right to have your body look the way you want, but baby,
don't hide
those
dumper.
cheeks. Don't hide them.
But see, that's the thing I like about it the most is because like
don't run from me.
You know, an ass is fat if it's fat in cargo pants.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, damn, like that's a fat ass, and she's wearing cargo pants. I don't even know what to do.
It does look more awkward though. It does look more awkward if it's like crazy in it. Like you gotta work it. Listen, I worked with women who had to wear like battle dress uniforms, like that boxy fucking shit. So when the women did have like crazy ass in those things, like it would just look awkward at one point, but they go in normal clothing and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like this looked like
what the
boxy
the least flattering uniform for the ass, fucking like cop pants and like security guard pants.
Security guard pants.
They're mad flat.
Not cop pants. I think cops have figured it out, bro. I think they have figured it out. They figured it out. I've been seeing.
I don't think so.
I've been seeing. Well, I don't know if that's real. That video of that woman smoking a blunt.
That was fake.
That was fake. Okay,
that was for a movie. Yeah.
Thank goodness. Because we need to have more weed for them so they can stop killing.
Her pants fit the right way.
Yo, cause
I remember that one.
I was like, wow, that you know what? She figured it out. So maybe I was fooled. Thank you, internet, for fooling me.
You know what? What needs to come back that is out of the zeitgeist right now? You know what? I think we need some more. What do we need more of? I'm trying to think. Like, what was all the rage? That needs to come back.
Pants.
All the rage. Saying all the rage.
Ellie McBeal. Felicity.
You know what? Speaking of Fox needs to come back with like
Boston
having
Public
TV shows as opposed to like news. Like Fox News was not known. Maybe were we just too young to like? Was Fox News always super Republican and we just were too young to know?
No,
I knew Fox for The Simpsons. And that's like The Simpsons, King of the Hill.
You do have to separate it because Fox broadcasting actually was just like mostly like syndicated shows and sitcoms and stuff like that. There is a Fox News, and that's where those political pundits lived, where like the Rush Limbaughs when we were kids, like, we're talking and, now they live forever. They've just gotten like a bigger slice of the pie over the course of the year versus like what Fox was producing at one point. They were trying to be everything. Then right now it's just mostly sports for them. All sports. Football. And that's why you don't talk about it. That's why you don't know, hear a lot about it. and,
Damn,
and wrestling.
That's what we need to bring back. We need to bring back Latchkey Kids, but for TV and not YouTube.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like every kid's like addicted to the iPad. And speaking of kids, I have a consultation for a vasectomy tomorrow. And
Nice.
It's funny
In a
because
snowstorm.
there's supposed to be a snowstorm, and it's like, is God trying to make me have children? You better
Yes.
not. I will, rain, sleet, snow, or hail. My fucking Honda Civic will get to that appointment because
When's
no more
Cancun?
for me.
When's Cancun?
You should just go right after this.
Hold on. When's Cancun?
Like next month.
Too
Okay,
soon.
so that's why God's got a plan. And
No.
he's gonna block that. And guess what? It's gonna be 6 weeks from now. That's when they're gonna be able to get, because they're just so packed. And you're gonna be like, oh god damn, I gotta wait. And then you're gonna have a Cancun baby, and that's gonna be wild. I mean, like, what other babies gotta say that?
No, we're
started on the other side.
We're scrapping this whole episode because don't put that curse on me.
Listen, you just talk about your baby starting out in international waters, bro. Yo, come on. That would be ew. Yo, at this time,
Babies
I get
are
to be
a curse. Hear
Listen.
me out. Babies are a curse. I know there's, you know what? Let's look into that. I know there's people listening who are like wondering, like, should I have kids? Should I? Don't. There's no joy in it. I promise. I promise. There is zero to be had there. It is a dark, dark place. It's just your daughter's friends prank calling you. That's all that is. That's all it is.
Oh, that's
apparently
That's weird.
Apparently, that's crazy. Can you talk about that? Can you, like, does that, like?
Yeah, no, that happens pretty routinely. My daughter's friends will like find my number, and it's a new friend like every other year, and they'll like find my number and like be like, I have a crush on you. What are you doing? There was one. She didn't like try to prank me. She was literally like, hey, this is Ariana's friend. What are you doing? I'm like, it's 11 at night, little girl. Why are you texting me like this 8-year-old?
That's
Do
crazy.
you know what it's like to be at the gym, 11 o'clock at night, you're doing your thing, Apple Watch goes off with a number you don't know, but you know it's from a Pennsylvania zip code, and, and it just says, hi, and you're like at the gym, and like, at this point, I'm a lonely guy, right? So I'm just like, I see the hi, I see the 570, and I'm like, you know, on my Apple Watch, my rest in peace on my Apple Watch, but who's this? And she's like, oh, like, I'm your daughter's friend. I just wanted to check on you. What are you doing?
What the fuck?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you fucking doing? And keep at this point, and
Let's
it's
restart the
fucked up
episode.
too.
Well, let's just we've gone down a path that nobody wants to go down. We're gonna go bloop, bloop. Forget this one. You know what? I hope what's his name? Agent J just came by and neuralized you, because that was terrible. All of that was terrible. Everybody,
You're saying terrible like it's not gonna happen to you, bro. I mean, you got like 15 years until it happens, but
wait,
your
hitting?
kids' friends will be hitting you up.
No, they won't.
They might not. By that time, they might not think he's hot like you are.
I hope so.
Oh
Remember,
no,
you're
Christian's
young.
gonna have his renaissance. It's coming soon. I feel it.
I don't
You're
have
gonna
a
get jacked,
renaissance.
my friend. You're
I don't
gonna
have a
get
renaissance.
jacked.
Can you imagine? Like,
Yeah.
I just I just started turning like into like a professional bodybuilder. I do that. What's that stomp? Who does that stomp? Jay, what's his name?
Jay Cutler.
Fucking the quad stomp. Yeah, that's
Yes.
the only thing I would actually like. I'd be like, oh, like,
See, it's already happening.
It already happens.
Listen. Normal men don't think about the quad stomp. You're almost there. You're gonna start growing a full beard at like 39.
I'm gonna smell like shit and just talk about how I eat liver to sustain my amazing growth at age 45 with no peak in testosterone. You know, it's totally possible. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. All the enzymes. Whatever.
Exactly.
Macros.
You're gonna get there.
Macros. What are we're gonna talk about? Listen. Fit TikTok has already found me, especially like all the like special niche ones, like the one like the diabetic like bodybuilder, like that dude. Like, I don't know how I came across that, but you know.
See, I don't even know who that is, and I'm in that space. So, like I said, you're coming onto your renaissance, my friend. You're gonna get a little Planet Fitness membership. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do the math right now, right?
I'll just grow a rat tail.
I'm gonna say Jackson's gonna be 9.
Rat's
right?
tail skullet.
Jackson's gonna be 9. He's gonna have his own little friends. He's gonna want to go on their play dates at their houses. You'll have one less kid in the house. Lily will be strapped to an iPad, and you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm depressed. Like, I need to get a new hobby. You know, I miss the energy of the kids around, and that's you're gonna sign up for the gym. And then, sure enough, it's gonna consume you until you're on the Mr. Olympia stage. And that's when you'll shoot your wife.
That'd be amazing. That would be it. I mean, honestly, I don't think Joni would mind at that point. She'd be like, "You earned it, Mr. Olympia." Like, even if I just got onto the stage, like, you.
I feel like every man wants to have that thought. Like my wife,
that's a
if
title.
I cheat on her, she'd just say, "I earned it."
That's the title. You earned it, Mr. Olympia. And if it's not like a bodybuilding picture of Sasha, and then one of Joseph, and then one of me, you know what? It's happening. Whose body you want to be on? Because
I'm literally. Listen, I
mean, you're
body,
beautiful.
I'm gonna get there one day.
You're already there. Honestly, like you know what, bro? Like, shut up. Because one time you sent that picture. It was like, hey, I got a V. Like, I remember. Like why? Like, why would you send that to a group chat of like, you know, your friends? Just like, hey, listen, look at my V.
Hold on. I can't send.
Impressive.
I can't send some sexy nudes to my boys.
It was tasteful ones. Tasteful ones.
No, you can't.
Yes, maybe.
First of all, we have all cultivated this friendship over a decade.
Hold on.
The fact that you haven't seen my dick is honestly a crime.
What if now? Let me talk to the brand manager inside of you, Thrillah. What if we have Sasha with a tasteful 303 entertainment like blanket or maybe a shawl of sorts, like caressed over his naked body, you know, just where it needs to be, and yeah,
draped.
303.
Like a toga style.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe just like him laying on the floor, just like completely.
I can see it,
like,
man.
Yeah,
I can see it. I love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
nobody else, no women allowed.
I did just make. Speaking of blankets, I did just make a purchase. So there's blankets you can buy. That are for dogs supposedly, but they are waterproof
for squirting.
And I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
They're for whoever doesn't want to get water on their linens. So whoever needs that, I'm just letting you know. Go on Amazon and look up, water resistant blankets. That is a thing that exists.
Wow.
In case anyone wanted that information.
Well, if you wanted to start that OnlyFans and you're worried about your linens, there you go. It doesn't matter. Fluids are fluids. Enjoy yourself, people. The towel doesn't work anymore. Like you gotta bump the game up.
The towel is overrated as far as squirt absorption. It absorbs, but like down to the linens. You need more coverage. You need more support, and I'm here to provide.
Definitely need a mattress protector. You need a mattress protector. You got to be careful. You got to understand that there's got to be a certain amount of absorbency.
You know what's shameful, dude?
What?
I feel like I didn't own a mattress protector until I was like 30.
Stop it. Come on, bro. Like someone told you, hey, like, don't get drool and sweat all over this thing.
I was unaware of
hundreds of dollars.
To be fair, I do replace mattresses pretty frequently, like every 3 years, because they're so cheap.
That's why.
But
they're not so
cheap. Well, actually,
cheap.
no, not because they're cheap. Not because they're cheap, because I've moved.
That's different.
It's actually cheaper to buy a new mattress than it is to
ship it.
Travel with one.
Sometimes it is. You know what? I say that with the fact that I have a whole family to cart, and no one's buying 3-4 beds at the same time. We're not doing that at any point. They can go to the same beds. That right there should be enough for anybody to get a vasectomy. The fact that you yourself had to pay for not one, not two, but 3 fucking mattresses. If I had to pay for 3 mattresses, I wouldn't eat for 6 months. You got to realize that I've had to pay for different size upgrades because, Lily had to outgrow the crib. Jackson had to outgrow the crib. Jackson went into a toddler crib, which was nuts. Like, why did we spend money on that? Like, just buy him a twin bed, guys. Like, don't hurt yourself. The toddler bed does nothing. It is a joke. especially nowadays, like they want like a full $100 for that shit, for like a little plastic, thing with a sticker of some dumb character, and they'll sleep in it for like twice because they want to sleep in your bed because they're scared of the dark. Like, really, like, just don't do it to yourself. Like, I'll tell you the horrors of parenting. It's terrible when you have to wake up and they tell you, and they won't shut up, and they keep asking about things, and they ask you if they can get food, and then they ask you if you could put on TV. And then I literally have my 2-year-old daughter yelling, "Daddy, wake up! Daddy, wake up! Daddy, wake up!" Like, as she yells then for me to turn on the TV and put on Bluey. So this is, it's not fun because that happens at 6 a.m. Like, think about that. That's every day, bro. That's every day. That's every day. That's like, not like 6 a.m. I'm going to get up and then I'm going to go get something done, right? Like 6 a.m. after having to wake up 2 to 3 times overnight because somebody got scared, somebody wanted milk, somebody got thirsty, somebody wanted to go to the bathroom, somebody, whatever, you had to go to the bathroom, right? Like, it's not restful, and none of it. And think about cooking. I can't just sit there and like go like, I'm going to make myself something and nobody else. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Like,
so let's expedite this vasectomy. That's what
I'm
you
with you
use towels for, is to just wrap your babies up until they're about 7, and then they can get a bed.
yeah.
But until they pull their own weights, they're staying in that towel. Unless you're getting that lemonade stand. And if you're a kid, you want to build that lemonade stand, you build it with your bare hands. Here's a hammer of nails, 4-year-old. Get to it. I am my mother's child. You better start fucking working to provide, motherfucker, because I'm sick of you already.
I want you to know that you have changed your tune so many times. You have gone back from saying that you don't want your poor young lady to never work a day in her life, and now you're saying you're going to put them to work. You are a liar, or you're a liar.
This was before my daughter was a teenager. Now I know that she's a terrible person.
Okay, okay.
So,
teenagers are
she
awful.
She can get to the fucking coal mine whenever.
Teenagers are awful. I don't know what happens to teenage girls that switches them off. It is scary because, like, it's literally like it could happen any moment. It's just
have you ever talked to a woman? Every girl has a story about maybe not every, but a lot of them. They're all like, "Oh yeah, I was miserable when I was a teenager. Like, I apologize to my dad routinely." Some apologize, some don't. Some they broke those men, and then those men left.
My wife is a very very volatile person sometimes, and especially during those times when she was finding herself, she told me a lot of stories, and I'm terrified, bro. I'm just thinking first off, I was a shit in high school. I was a shit in fucking middle school. I was fighting, cursing, doing everything you're not supposed to do as a kid, cutting class, and I'm like, man, these kids come around to teenage years and I'm gonna get my ass kicked. But I'm really scared of the girl because she's already way too spicy for me. She yells at me a lot, bro. You ever have a 2-foot person yell at you?
No.
Directly? No, let me down. Literally, she talks to me now and in full sentences is let me down. She growls at me, bro. I have a daughter that growls.
I will body slam you.
I can't even say that because she's cute. She does this thing, and I'm and I get mad, and then she goes, hee hee hee, and I'm like, fuck, it works every time. But I wonder if it's gonna stop working. See, I don't know, man. Teenagers are really scary because they say some fucked up shit, bro. I have a friend.
Teenagers. Have you ever talked to a 5-year-old? Oh, dude, I got this one.
I have my son.
My baby mom's little sister was 6, and I remember I was at the house one time. I don't know how old she is now. I think she's 10 or 11 now. But at the time, she was 6. And I remember I'm just in the house, minding my business, and out of nowhere, she stands on the chair, looks me dead in my eyes, and she just says, "You're fucking fat," and walks away.
That's crazy.
What do you do?
Appalling, bro. Appalling.
You really can't right hand them, right? You want to, right? You want to slug
Keep in
them.
mind, I was under 200 pounds at this time. What the fuck do you know?
Bro, listen, I don't know. I like teenagers. You want to hear some fucked up shit? So we have a friend. I have a friend that went through something kind of tough, but the daughter said something that like stuck out to both of us as like fathers. She said, "I don't want to stay with you, Dad, but you know, you're a good father figure. I'm not mad at you." And I went like, father figure? Like you're actually her father. Like you're not like
I'm not
you're
the figure. I'm the prototype, baby.
No, you look like me. Do you realize that? Like you're making the same stupid face as me. You have the same taste as me in clothing and in food and weird things. Even the way you talk is slightly like me. You weirdo. You're gonna say I'm a father figure? If my daughter said that,
the same thing.
Bro, I would literally flip my child. What do you do at that point? Like, just flip the whole house. I get why your mom kicked you out now. If you said that you were a good mother figure,
no.
I'd be like, you know what?
Say that.
Get the fuck out. Like, just.
I think, okay, so I'll tell you, maybe not the worst thing I said to my mom, because I didn't really say too much bad to my mom. But I remember there's things that definitely hurt her feelings, but she deserved them. So first I'll tell you my stepdad, right? So my stepdad was around from when I was like 3 on, from 3 to like 9. And that's when him and my mom split up. But he would still like take me and my brother, his biological son, like for the weekend, like here and there, and then slowly trailed off, you know, whatever. Life goes on. I wasn't hurt about it. I did not care. Like I was just like, he's a decent fella. Like, you know, he felt like my father, but like, you know,
decent fella.
Decent fella. Like, you know, when him and my mom divorced when I was like 9, I wept. I wept openly.
Oh.
But I remember, it was very quick weeping because once I found out there was 2 Christmases, I was totally over that. But I remember he called one day when I was like 14, and we're on the phone, we're shooting the shit, and then he's like, "Yo, put your brother on the phone." I was like, "All right, bet." I hand the phone to my brother, and I'm like, "Yo, your dad is on the phone." My brother gets on the phone for like 2 seconds, and he's like, makes a little face, and he hands the phone back to me. And I'm like, "Hello?" And he's like, "What the fuck you mean? His father? I'm your father too. I've been around since blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, well, technically you're not. And that was the last time we ever spoke, bro. He never talked big again after that.
That's crazy.
To him, though. I found out he died a few years ago, but
that sucks.
That hurt his feelings. And to my mom, I said 2 things to my mom that were not hurtful, but she definitely held a fucking grudge about. All right. And I was right for these ones. So my mom is bipolar. And she would get set off by a lot of things. She whooped my ass my entire life. We know this, the brown person upbringing of the 80s, 90s babies. Our parents fucked us up. But I remember there was an instance where, well, there was multiple instances where she would like spaz about something, and it got to the point where I could only like laugh about it. Like her tantrums and her outbursts were like funny. So she would like yell at me, and I'd be like, "Are you done? Are you like, I thought I was the child here, and you're the one screaming like a baby?" And she would flip over that.
Wait,
and
you would say that? You mature piece of shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what else?
When a grown woman is like screaming at the top of her lungs at you because you put your deodorant on the dresser instead of in the bathroom, you can't after a while you can't be afraid
say
of that. And then I remember she went to swing on me one time when I was 15. She went to swing on me. At this point, I'm lifting weights. I'm not small. I'm taller than her. That realization when you're taller than your mom is amazing. But I don't know if you've ever had that because you're a very tiny man, Christian. But
hold on. I'm 5'8", bro. I'm not like.
Isn't your mom like 5'7"?
No, my mom was like barely 5 feet, bro.
She's tall in my heart.
My mom was a very little person. My whole family is very small. Like, people think I'm a giant in my family. Like, my family thinks I'm tall. That's a weird thing to say. People go like, "Yeah, your wife is super tall." Like, I was like, she's 5'5", guys. Like, I know.
We're not going to get into this debate again that you and your wife are both the same height and you're both 5'8". But
she's 5'5". She's literally 5'5", and I'm 5'8". We both went to the same doctor. We both did the same thing. We both got measured. Okay.
And how much did you pay him to say you were taller?
Only $25 and the Subway's one of those Subway cards, for the 11 sandwich, but it was at the 10 sandwich, so he's got to eat one more before he gets to the free. He's got to buy
one more,
yeah, and he's gonna forget about it.
But I remember my mom went to swing on me, and like I said, at this point, my mom was like 5'4", 5'3". At this time, I'm like 5'10". She goes to swing on me. I grab her hand, and I looked her dead in the face, calmly as possible. I didn't yell. I said, "What are you doing? I could kill you barehanded if I wanted to."
Why would you say that? That's so terrible. Can I just tell you?
Hold on. No, I'm triggered.
I'm gonna trigger you. I'm gonna trigger you. You want to know something? I'm gonna trigger you. I'm gonna tell you the truth when the truth needs to be told. I think that was kind of heavy-handed. I understand your mom is a horrible person.
That was heavy-handed? So the 15 years of her beating the shit out of me was not heavy-handed.
Kill her? You're like, I'm gonna.
No. Hear what I said. I said I could kill you. I could. That's like saying if a bus hit you, you would die.
No, that's not. You're not a bus. You're clearly
I am a bus. You think I couldn't? You think I couldn't kill a 5'5"?
Yeah, but you don't have reason or thought. Literally, a vehicle does not do that. Like it doesn't decide.
Okay, you know what? Because let's deep dive into that whole conversation, because that shit was going through my family for years, and they were like, "Oh, that's so fucked up to say. That's so fucked up to say." I'm like, "Yo, this bitch gave me a black eye when I was like 10, bro. That wasn't fucked up."
Welcome to Latino's life. I'm just gonna say,
she once threw my brother, like not pushed, not hit, physically picked him up and threw him across a room, and then threw one of my size 12 Tims at him.
Terrible person.
That woman was a psychopath.
I just don't think.
When I stopped her hand, and by the way, I didn't like whisper this to her in her sleep. She was trying to hit me for no fucking reason. She was trying to hit.
I think if you whispered it in her sleep, I think you'd get some kind of catharsis out of it. You would have moved on in your life. You would have been like, you know what? I can't do harm to another. Listen, I'll tell you something, because I think we both had the same childhood at one point.
No.
This is where we divert. This is where we go yin and yang. This is where we go yin and yang.
You're not going to get off this topic until you give me my catharsis.
No catharsis
all
there,
I'm
brother.
All I'm saying is, all right, you're 30.
Awful human.
No, actually, no. Wait, we can do it.
She's an awful person. We can do it
real quick. You're 35. I'm 35. She, at the time, was 35. Would you swing on a 15-year-old?
No, because
that
there's
did
no
nothing
reason.
wrong? And if that 15-year-old blocked the hit, just fucking and said... What are you doing?
Yeah, you could have just said,
kill you
what
if
are
I
you doing?
wanted to.
Yeah. What are you doing is where you stop at. And then you just went, I could kill you if I want to. Now
That's
you added
logic.
menace, but you've added menace into it. You've added.
I think the menace is at very least excusable because, like, he's 15, right?
Okay.
He can't be fully held to handle his emotion and all his thoughts. He's 15 and he's having an outburst because his abusive mother is physically attacking him.
Yeah.
Of course, he could have been like, you know what?
Duck off.
Shank.
He could have. He should have.
Self-defense.
First of all, outburst. I said it in my calmest, sexiest Pierce Brosnan voice.
No.
I could kill you
Your
if
Honor,
I wanted to.
Your Honor, do not listen to my client. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He has no idea. He's just snitching himself
He doesn't
out.
mean that. Your Honor.
Like, no, hold on. I did it in cold-blooded murder.
What I meant by outburst was that, like, obviously, right, you're like, it's in a highly charged emotional moment. You can't be like, oh, that was super fucked up to say. Like, nigga, I was scared and angry.
No.
And
That's
abused.
Don't paint it for me. I was calm. Because, again, I knew I could kill her barehanded if I wanted to. She swung on me. Keep in mind, at this point, I'm in high school, and I'm getting into fights with gang members all the time. She's aware of this because I'm getting suspended.
Yeah, because you were fighting 50 Cent. You were fighting 50 Cent.
She knows I'm fighting. She knows. Listen, and that's the thing my mom did too. When I
You
was
lived
into
in
fights
Def
at
Jam
school,
Vendetta.
yes, Hillcrest High School was Def Jam Vendetta. And I remember I came home. I got suspended for a fight one time. I came home unscathed, and all she asked me was, "Did you win?" I didn't say no. So what the fuck? And then how you gonna swing on me at that point? Like no in my body, ma. No in my body. I'm getting tested by Latin Kings every day, certified, and you think you, fucking Wanda Sykes, is gonna fucking take me down? Crazy.
She's not
Entitled.
Crazy. All I did was make her aware of the situation. All I did was make her aware of the situation. Be like, yo, listen, that's not happening anymore. I'm sorry. Listen, if you hit your kids, you're terrible. But also, if you have to swing up to hit your kids, time's up, baby. Like, give it a rest. You do some soft parent. If you gotta look up to hit your kids,
take a different approach. Take a different approach.
My mom was 5 feet and I'm 5'8". Literally, I was powerlifting. I was in high school, and she tries to swing a broom at me. What do you think happened to that broom, bro? Like, it literally snapped in half.
You must have let it hit you. And,
I did.
I put my hand into the broom out of respect for your mother, because clearly
I broke it.
You can't let her know that you about that action.
So no. I blocked it, and I looked surprised. Like, I was like, oh, like, sorry. And she was mad that she broke the broom. She's like, what the fuck did I just, like... And she wanted to continue to hit me with it, but, like, she realized it was just, like, now it was just getting dangerous.
Broke it.
Yeah, you broke it, ma'am. Ma'am, who's you?
That's not my fault.
I was not. I just put my arm up. I have to block my face, woman. Like, I can't, like, let you hit me like that. But no, I didn't say I would kill you. I threw a French fry at my mom, and I'm still horrified by that memory. Like, literally, I got mad.
What was the occasion to throw a fry? First of all, why would you waste a fry?
Yeah.
Well, but, I think she was making fun of me, and she was saying something about my ex-girlfriend, and I was sensitive about it. And she was saying something like, you shouldn't even be with her. And I was like, shut up. And I threw the French fry at her. And, like, literally, that's one of those memories, you have. I'm 35. That happened when I was, like, I don't know, 18, 19, maybe. And it's seared into my mind. Seared. I'll never forget that. Like, she looked like I literally did stab her. And it was a Wendy's fry. But it was Wendy's fries pre-sea salt. When they started to rebrand with the natural cut fries. So, don't feel too bad.
I'm just saying, you're gonna give me my Just Cummins and just let me have this moment.
Your Just Cummins? What?
That's definitely not a phrase. I made that up. There's a phrase in there that's real, but I can't remember it, and then I just said Just Cummins.
I know what you're saying. I feel it.
Your
I feel it in there.
comeuppance?
Yeah, something like that.
That's the ones.
Okay, that's the ones.
But you're gonna give me mine, because I'm telling you, in that moment, all I did was block the hit and go.
My uppance will come.
I'll give you the exact cadence. Hold on. What are you doing? I could block you barehand. I could kill you barehanded if I wanted to. Like, just in that voice, as she's screaming.
Okay, Dio. Like, what are you some kind of, like, literally, like.
Honestly, though, if I was your mom,
like, literally, like, just what's wrong with you,
if I had to swing up to my kid, and then they said that, you have to just escalate the violence. You have to go to weapons.
I'd be like,
you have to. You have to. Nigga said you won't. You said you won't? What? Yo,
I got nunchucks. Shut the fuck up.
You know that, like, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out, you're going to have to take them out. That's take them out territory.
What the?
All right, I'll give the parents this. You can hit your kids if you can look them directly in the eye and they are above 18. That's when you get the free. That's when you're fighting a grown-ass man. But if you got to swing upwards or downwards, you're in the wrong.
Don't do downwards, bro. Don't do downwards. That's worse.
Nah, I think if your kid is bigger than you and you still try to fight them, I think that's still fine. It's just not smart.
It's dumb. You're really just you really gotta like retire the gloves at that point.
I would never want to fight my dad though.
Really? Because my dad learned at like 15 that he never wanted to fight me. He got old really quick. My dad like just withered. Like it was like the first time like his hit didn't hurt, and like he like we had a very tumultuous, bad, abusive relationship. He'd like snuffed me, and it like did nothing. And I think it just fucked him up. And he just like, you know what? I'm just gonna complain about everything now. I'm just gonna make it like I'm just gonna tell him he's not doing enough, and that's how I'm gonna hurt him instead. Because yeah, when I Man of Steel'd that shit, and he had no idea what to do, like that's when I just shook his whole male confidence. Like he was just like, fuck. He tried to like lift heavy shit after that. I remember that. Like he literally like he's just like grunting everywhere because he just had to like literally he's like, shit.
I don't need your help with this fridge.
Fuck you. Nobody's gonna help me with this fucking air conditioner on the fourth floor of an apartment building that's like 250 pounds filled with like dude, chill. No. And I would literally just pick it up and just like put it on the window. He was like, God damn it, like just pissed off at me that I could do things that he can no longer do. Oh man, that comeuppance is gonna be weird when Jackson like flips it on me. When I'm when I'm in my 50s and I'm like achy from just life, like I'm already achy now, but like, you know, he gets to 50s and he's like, Father, I'll help you. Like,
you know what? Honestly, I don't think Jackson's ever going to have it on you because let's just keep it real, bro. You're raising that kid soft. He's loved. Like, what does he need to be a powerhouse for?
We wrestle. I told you we wrestle. So he's, you know what? He's going to be someone who's always ready for it. That's what.
But there needs to be that like chip on your shoulder to really.
So what do you want me to do? Like throw him in a fucking forest or something? Yo, leave me alone. What do you like?
If I had a son,
misogyny. Misogyny.
I would create the thing that will kill me if I had a son.
Why? Why?
Because I'm a narcissist,
What?
Like everything lives to serve.
Can I tell you something?
Including my seed.
Can I tell you something? And like non-cheese, being a dad to a boy is really cool. Like when you like, so I don't want to lose that with him. Like, you know, me and him got like a special, like, you know, we have this very cool bond.
That's your boy.
Yeah. Like we get each other. We literally like a lot of the same things. We act the same. We get, you know, frustrated the same way sometimes. We laugh a lot the same. So, yeah, I don't want to lose that shit. So that was terrifying, man.
God didn't give me a son because that son would be a monster. That's
as Lucifer just signs the contract with you and you say, yep, that's it.
I think about, there's an African proverb that's like, the son who is turned away from the village will eventually burn it down. Mm-hmm. That would be my son. I would put you through the fire, and I would make you the heinous villain I always wanted to be.
Can we, Joseph? Can we give the plot twist of the century? That line was in Black Panther. So you're a piece of shit.
I know it was, but it is an African proverb.
Yeah, because Black Panther took place in Africa.
Piece of shit.
Did you see like the whole conspiracy video? Not conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. It's like real. But like how Black Panther basically. So if you look at comic books, like with Captain America, his villain was Red Skull because Nazis, and like every superhero like in like their infancy always had like an anti-American kind of villain, and then in the Black Panther series. They're fighting within Africa and other like indigenous people, but like really the enemy of Africa is America and always will be. So like they didn't want to write that in the movies. So they were like, let's just make them fight each other.
They literally do. Like that's what the second.
America.
What the second movie is that reconciliation with like you know with the idea that their Black Panther is dead and the way that. Other countries are trying to steal. Sorry, spoiler, but steal a resource, and I'm not gonna go any further because that'll just ruin the whole damn movie. But no, literally, that's the whole and they call out all the powerful nations, including the United States, because of their involvement. So they're a little more honest. The first one wasn't infighting; it was literally just the African. I can't say that word. Diaspora? Is that how you say that word? Diaspora?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was just kind of confronting that. And I think that's everybody's I think that's a lot of people's natural progression, right? You go like, wow, there's a place that exists like this. Holy shit. Why didn't you help anybody out? That was kind of like the whole thing.
All I know is the white man is evil. That's really where I'm.
But the evil man is Claw, and he's super evil. He's like constantly like stealing vibranium to do nefarious efforts until he
is
meets
Claw
his end.
in the second one?
Both. He's in both.
How's he in both? Because that was one of my problems with the first one too. Is that like Claw is the big villain in the Black Panther series, and he dies immediately in the first one. So I was like, wait, are they going to like have Black Panther be done and just Claw dies and like that's it? Like there's no more Return of Claw? He dies in the first one.
Does he?
Oh, he comes back.
Who the fuck is Claw? I saw the first Black Panther.
He's Andy Serkis.
He dies.
I don't remember.
He dies in like the first like 20 minutes, and Killmonger kills him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. But no,
in like the comics, Claw is a very big villain to the Black Panther. So I was like really weirded out that like he died so quickly because I was like, are they not going to build on this or
no?
Or what? Damn, this is making me want to get real fucking nerdy right now. I got this fucking manga here I bought that I didn't read yet. I've been fucking trying other ventures, but I need to get into my nerd shit. I haven't. You know what I have been doing? I have been rewatching Samurai Champloo.
That's what I'm going to be.
What am I looking at?
The Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski.
A classic. You can't watch like TV as much as. That's literally one of my favorite films of all time. I don't know. I don't even want to get into that tangent because if you're a Big Lebowski fan, check in. I want you. You're late in the episode, so you're definitely a fan of us. So we could be friends.
The Big Lebowski is one of those. It's one of those movies that I've seen like 7 times, and I have no idea what the plot is. Like,
don't disparage it. Don't disparage it. I will say that it is I love that movie.
Hold on, disparage, nigga? Like you
yes.
At me for fucking hide nor hair the other day.
Hide, disparage. Yeah, no disparage. You can't say it against the Big Lebowski
in reference to the Big Lebowski, but I can't say
Big
hide
Lebowski.
nor hair.
Correct.
Don't doth thou disparage the Big Lebowski?
You literally.
I've never seen Big Lebowski.
Dost thou disparage the rotund Lebowski?
Yeah, rotund.
Wait. You sound like the assistant. What's his name? Shit. What's his name? The assistant in the Big Lebowski. Flora Lebowski's assistant. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm talking about.
I never remember anything about that movie. As many times as I've seen it, I remember nothing every time. Something about that movie does not stick to my brain.
Okay.
I will say the one movie that sticks to my brain super hard, Dogma. That Kevin Smith
Philip
movie
Seymour
with
Hoffman. That's what I was talking about. Philip, you sounded like Philip Seymour Hoffman while you were doing that weird voice. But you were right. Dogma is one of those movies that just
Silent Bob?
Jay and Silent Bob, and they meet and 2 angels that are fallen from heaven.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, is that Silent Bob? No, that
Kevin
would be
Smith
Bob.
is Bob.
Never mind, my fault.
Silent Bob. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Shit.
Drug overdose. He was like in Capote.
Oh, right. I remember.
He was in a Long Game Polly.
Yeah.
He was in quite a few really great films.
Dogma was funny.
Yeah, Dogma was that shit though. Like honestly, I really do enjoy that film. It was a fire film.
What's Dogma available to stream on right now?
Nothing, I think.
Amazon.
That might be. Speaking of fucking Amazon, bro, did you see that fucking announcement for fucking Invincible? They're not dropping it till late 2023.
Wait, is that what the? I guess I didn't. I heard 2023, and I just kind of took it at face value. So it's going to be coming out at the end of the year.
Yeah, the end of the year, bro. I was recently rewatching Invincible, thinking like it's got to be around the corner. It's got to be like spring. And then they dropped that promo that's saying it's not coming out till late 20. So basically, winter 2023, fall 2023. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like it's been like 3 years. Get to it. Make it happen.
You literally can't find Dogma anywhere.
I checked out something new that's pretty cool.
You'd have
Hulu.
to buy it.
You'd
have to buy it physically.
Wow.
Cool.
Is it 90
DVD.
cents? Like why? Like that's an old.
I don't even have a disc
$22.95.
drive.
It's $58 if you want a Blu-ray.
Sorry, $22.95.
$58 for the Blu-ray.
For the Blu-ray.
6 months
shit.
of Netflix is
DV
Dogma.
DVD
Kevin Smith is not that popping. Okay, that's why. Kevin
DVDs
Smith
are
is
like
pretty
vinyl now. DVDs are vinyl now. Is really how it goes.
This is what it is.
Is that really how it's going?
You know that, right?
Kevin's
Like,
you know
like
what?
they're coming around.
I feel like we can all agree. Kevin Smith, Elite Milk.
Oh yeah, he's a lit milk.
Yeah.
I mean, Edumacation and all his other podcasts, modcasts, that everything that he's produced, like even the way he just like, he's a good one. He's a good egg. I'll say that. He's somebody I mirror. I feel like my life. I'll say this very, very, and this is very emotional, just because I think like that's somebody who's actually inspired me, like for sure, like as a person, even like him, just like going through his own motions, even like him talking about his daughter. I was like, damn, this dude's like a real role model. I think just a creative that has figured out how to be genuine to himself and not be an asshole.
I'll say this, don't cancel me, but when I did used to listen to Joe Rogan, I think it was Kevin Smith's maybe first or second appearance on Joe Rogan. I think he's been on it like 4 or 5 times. But first or second might have been my favorite episode of any podcast I've ever listened to.
Oh,
like, I cried.
So good. Okay,
Kevin Smith was talking about like his relation. He was like wrapping around his relationship with death and his daughter, and it was a tearjerker. This is obviously pre George Floyd, before fucking Joe Rogan was like a radical incel fucking
when he was getting like these beautiful interviews out of people, and I think he was getting like the genuine stuff. He was getting genuine interactions. He was getting genuine interactions, and then he wanted to prove a point that like you couldn't tell him what to say anymore, which is like the dumbest thing. Like nobody's telling you can't say whatever you want. It's just like, can we not like give a platform to these dickheads who don't have anything cool to add anymore? Like, it's just the same stupid take. I don't know.
Dude, let me tell you, bro. If I miss anything pre-Rona, it is Joe fucking Rogan. Let me tell you, son, because the meme about him before that was he would get these, wildlife conservationists, scientists, bodybuilders, comedians, all these people from different walks of life that were so far away from his level of intelligence, and ask them the most like dumb bar guy, regular Joe questions, and like really like, and the thing too about Joe Rogan is that he's got this really amazing brain where he is a person who is not sincerely super intelligent, right? He's the everyman, he's the average guy, right? But he's got this really unique ability where he can, let's say, have Neil deGrasse Tyson on a podcast. Neil deGrasse Tyson can tell him like the theory of time and space and whatever the fuck, some super scientific shit that none of us could really understand, including Joe. Yeah. But then he could regurgitate that thing that fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson said word for word 40 episodes later to a person from a totally different field and have them break down that thing. And it was such a fucking fun listen. I think I found out Joe Rogan like 2018. I got like a year and a half solid of him, and then right when Rona hit, he was like, let's bring on Ben Shapiro and let's talk about how cops should get paid more, and and it just got so reductive and redundant. And it was so annoying because I found myself, I wanted to listen again. I really did. But I found myself, I was listening to, because he's on Spotify now, exclusively, right? He's not on Apple.
Yeah.
So I don't listen to podcasts on Spotify. I only listen on Apple. But I get like notifications for Joe Rogan's new episodes on Spotify. And I saw one where he had Quentin Tarantino on. And like, we all love Quentin Tarantino. I've never really seen his movies. I really loved his take when he was explaining. What?
Never seen his movies?
No, we've all seen it. I said we've all seen his movies.
Oh, okay.
We all love them. And he also had like a really good take about the Django and why he did it, which I'll get into later. But I was like, damn, I really want to listen to some, like a 3-hour thing with fucking Quentin Tarantino. But my whole, like, I listened to like 20 minutes, and for like 20 minutes, I just had this anxiety in my heart that he was going to get Quentin Tarantino to say something semi-racist or super right-wing, and I was just like, I can't listen to this because I don't want you to ruin Kill Bill for me.
Don't ruin Kill Bill.
This was like 2022, early 2022, maybe late 2021, and I was like, damn, like I can't do it anymore. But that podcast was real good, and that episode with Kevin Smith, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was his second appearance on the podcast.
It might have been after his heart attack.
Yes, it was after the heart attack. And I listen to podcasts every day, and I remember that episode very specifically.
So I think it was like around that time he like said he had kind of lost his passion for directing, and he was making all these goofy fucking movies because he had like been in, it was like this rebellious like phase of his to make these fucking weird films that would never go anywhere because then he would have no studio trying to influence like what he was doing again. And he kind of just like lost like any love for it. And he's having an interview with his daughter, and she's asking him questions, and she asks him a question just like, well, like, you know, what's kind of got you back into the swing of directing things? Like, what are you looking for? And he's like, you. He's like, because seeing you light up and being able to give you a space to be yourself or to show the talent that I know you have, and if I can provide that, I'm gonna do that. And it's like, and he's like tearing, crying. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is too intense for me. The man knows how to pull on those heartstrings. He just like yanks them.
You and Kevin Smith, you are like the most emotional man I know, and you and Kevin Smith will get along great.
Oh, I hope so. Because
let's get him on the pod. If you're out there, you got connections to Kevin Smith. You know what's crazy? I was talking to somebody today that said they were at like they were a dancer, and they said they were in like a competition to be in a Lizzo video. And Lizzo was actually like at the rehearsal or whatever. And I was like, damn, like I'm 3 degrees of separation from fucking Lizzo. That's crazy. So, I mean, if I just put it out there, if you know anybody, if you know fucking Joe Rogan or Kevin Smith or anybody else famous that is really bored or maybe really drunk and wants to do a fucking podcast with a fucking couple of fucking dickheads from nowhere, let me know.
I think it would work perfectly. I think it would work perfectly if we just had some really high profile person just jump on for no reason, get blindsided by all the simple, ask them like, hey, by the way, what's the last thing you jerked off to? And they're just like, episode ends with us just like, hey, by the way, can I get an autograph? Can you fly me out? What free stuff can I get from you?
Just Samuel L. Jackson. Someone, it's like some hot black girl on TikTok who follows me probably is like Samuel L. Jackson's like cousin.
Yes, let's do it. I don't care.
And we just asked Samuel L. Jackson, so what's the last thing you jerked off to? What, motherfucker? Why would you ask me a fucking question like that?
Well, now
he's over. And then we
now he's not coming
episode.
on.
We released
now
a
he's not coming
episode.
On. Now he's not coming on because he heard that terrible imitation. Like literally, you just yelled and ruined everybody's ears for a little bit. You piece. I hope Samuel L. Jackson comes on here to like just kill you for a bit. Like he just shows up in Detroit. Like he's got to be in Detroit at least like twice a year, right? Like, does that happen? Like.
Oh yeah, he's
Does it happen?
He's in Detroit and probably like fucking a white woman somehow.
Oh, you think he doesn't? Is his wife white? Is he married? What's Samuel Jackson's
Also, I just want to say something before we get out of here to the Detroit women. Stop telling me you fuck white dudes, bro. That like I'm looking at you weird, bro. I'm looking at you strange. If you're in Detroit, fucking white men, okay? Because, first of all, where the fuck are you even finding them? There's not a ton in the Detroit metro area. Okay, there's a lot. But there's not, like, there's a lot of niggas here, too. Stop telling me, oh, I used to date white dudes, or I date this white dude, or, like, I'm looking at you weird. If you're in Iowa and you're dating white men, more power to you. There's 7 people there, you know? If you're in Burnsville, Mississippi, you go for it, all right? But if you're in Detroit, Chicago, Miami even, especially if you're in any part of Florida, there is so much brown. Stop telling me that you fuck white niggas, please. You're looking real fucking strange. And if you have a problem with that, then keep going to fuck these white niggas. Don't come here. You're strange. It's weird. It's strange behavior.
You have something to say.
Listen, we just talked about Joe Rogan in 2022. You didn't think that transition happened for every white man? Because I think it did. I see it. I see it play out every day. All right.
Every day.
Joe Rogan's, and if you're fucking Joe Rogan, at least he's got $11 million an episode. These white niggas, you fucking don't. All right. You fucking the white nigga that works at T-Mobile. That's crazy to admit that to me.
Come on, let him live though. T-Mobile
Don't be in
has
my
a great
DMs.
counter.
Let him
Just to the women that be in my DMs, all right? If you're not in my DMs, it's because you're under Connor, and that's fine. Connor loves you. But, but if you're in my DMs, keep that to yourself, because I never ask, and y'all love to tell me. For what? And even if I ask, lie. Lying's great. Lying's
Why
a
are you
beautiful
asking?
thing.
Why are you asking?
I don't ask. Because sometimes I get that
Crazy
suspicion,
thing
bro.
Wait, what's the
Sometimes I get that suspicion.
Who cares? Like, come on, bro.
I care.
Listen.
No, because there's
Bro,
a thing where, like,
listen, on the flip side,
women. Sometimes, I just want to be a person, okay? I don't want to be an experience for you, all right?
okay, that's
Don't
true. But like, if you're talking about like a black woman, like saying that she fucks like white guys every now and then, come on, bro, let her live. Let her figure it out.
Listen, every now and then in Burnsville, Mississippi, you go for it. Every now and then in fucking Des Moines, you go for it.
Is this
Every
a very
now and
white
then
town?
in fucking in Seattle, you go for it. Every now and then in Detroit, you're wildin'. I don't know. I don't trust you. I don't know what you bringing around me. I don't know what you doing.
Bringing around you.
This conversation is insane.
Yo, you are
bringing
going
some,
crazy.
You bringing some energy to my space that I don't know that I'm ready for.
We got to the end of the
like my
episode,
apartment.
and you really just went off the hinges. You are off the
That
rails.
is not off the hinges, bro.
You were just saying, what? What? No, I don't care. That's on brand for you. This is
Like I said, you if you want your Joe Rogan, get in the Joey's DMs, all right? But stop trying to be my friend. It's weird.
Did they
I talk
tell
about
you?
white genocide on every other episode.
Wait.
50
Did they tell you?
goddamn times I mentioned white genocide on this fucking platform.
Wait,
all
did
right?
they tell you this like voluntarily? Like, did they just go like, "Hey, by the way, I just sucked the white dick right before it."
Just me like, they're like, hey, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Whoa. Oh, by the way, I just had 2 white dicks in me. Like,
sometimes it is that blunt. You know, sometimes I'll just be like, hey, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, I just finished sucking on fucking raw chicken over here. How about you?
Raw chicken. Is that what it looks like? Gentlemen, start your engines. I don't know. The next episode, show us your beef. That's the next episode. Show us your beef. Show us the beef.
We've all seen white cock. Isn't that weird that we've all seen white dick? We all watch porn.
Yeah.
There's a lot of white guys in porn.
Yeah.
We've all seen white dick. You're right. We've all seen it. What penis
Dude, I
haven't
watched
we
the
all
porn.
seen? What penis haven't we all seen? But we're talking about representation. What representation isn't out there?
You know
Do
what?
we need more
You know what?
Pakistani
Wait.
dick? Do we need more Afghani's dick?
You know what's crazy though? I've never seen Samoan dick, and I'm pretty curious.
I can make that happen.
Those Samoan people are very big. I'm gonna look up some Samoan porn right when we get out of here.
Yeah. Let's
I
look
don't even know
that
what
up.
Samoan women look like.
As a group, everyone look that up at when you open this up. So hopefully if it's a 5 a.m., you open this up and you say Samoan porn. And
Actually,
we all
you know what
find
I'm
that
gonna do?
together.
I'm gonna get a little deeper with it, and I'm gonna go Samoan porn on a twin bed. All right, I want to see these big people get in a small space. Maybe it'll open my mind to new positions.
Also,
I want to see 2 6'5" people get it in. 6'5" Islanders on a child's bed, on a bed made for a 13-year-old.
Bro.
That's what I want to see tonight.
you want to hear something crazy? You want to put some respect on Samuel L. Jackson's name? He's been married to his wife, a black woman, since 1980, and he's 74 years old. This man is a king.
Wait, what's the
of this
math
game.
on that? So he got married. 1980 was 43 years ago, and he's 74. So he got married in his 30s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so there you go. Yeah, it's nice. It's good for him. It's good for him. What does his wife look like? Is she hot?
She's in her 70s, so whatever you want to look at that. Wherever
I'm
that
looking it
looks
up right
like.
now. Even though
You know what, bro? I'm gonna say
it's
something,
very
and this
weird.
is mildly offensive. And I'm gonna say it. She looks like she makes a really nice sweet potato pie.
That's dope.
You know what's mildly offensive? The fact that I have one tab
Latanya
open that is
Richardson
Samuel L.
Jackson.
Jackson's wife, and the other tab to Samoan porn. So
That is incredible.
Are those two things like next to each other in alphabetical order? Like in the history of Google searches, how close do you think those two things are?
Sweet potato pie and Samoan porn. Pretty close if you really think about it. Not
She
far
really in
off.
her 70s?
Yeah, they're both in their
Wow.
70s. Bro, they both look amazing.
She
right?
looks great.
But she does look
Oh,
like
that is-
she makes like a mean like ham. Like she
That is a-
Facts.
like glaze. She's
My
got her
mother,
own glaze.
my mother fucks up a. My
Like,
mother fucks
she's
up a
like,
ham.
oh yeah, you want a ham? I got you. I got a really nice.
My
ham.
Hold
mother-in-law
on,
fucks up a ham too.
she's 70. These can't be recent pictures. 'Cause
I don't
she's
know, bro.
looking. She's looking if gun to my head.
56,
guessing-
right?
56. Yes, like
Right.
this is.
Now, correct me.
Today. I'm going to type today. I don't know how to.
Yeah, no, she's.
I usually search like 2020, 2022, like a year that's done, just so I know it's recent.
been
Latanya
with his wife for
Richardson
40
Jackson, 2020.
Plus year.
Yeah, she is. This is not a 70-year-old woman.
It is, bro.
That's how you know Samuel is slinging that Diz Ong, that motherfucking dick, that quarter pounder with cheese, because that's gotta keep you.
He's got the Mick Royale. That's what he's swinging around. Boys, I think it's time. I think it's time for us to get out of here because it's been a good episode. I think we need to end strong on the strongest part. Samoan porn, sweet potato pie, and Samuel L. Jackson's wife, Latanya Richardson Jackson, and their suspicious age. It has been the National Meat Treasure. We will release episodes every Thursday. Thank you for coming by and coming on us anytime.
Wow.
Wow.
What the fuck?
I hope the comments get spicy just for this part. I want you to say whatever you want in this fantasy to Sasha. Say whatever you want, like to any of us. It's fine. It's okay. We won't take it offensive for now.
I'm just gonna say threesome with big ass Samoan MILF and Cook Island girl. I'm just reading off these Pornhubs under Samoan porn. Crazy sloppy throat from Samoan girl at X Amalia XO. Samoan cutie can't stop coming on the dick with 420 man 69.
420 man 69.
Bro, you gotta get him where you
420
get him.
man 69 getting these Samoans.
Nigga ain't
Oh, this
even
one,
try.
Samoan's Pleasure. Love that. There's only like 6 porn. There's only like 7 videos in this category. But
I'm telling
all
you,
of them have
representation
beautiful names.
matters. Representation matters. We need to see more Samoan dick. We need to see more Yemenese dick. Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck? Pornhub is really just wilding out. It just like showed me some dude getting his whole thing sucked by this like machine.
Other dude?
Bro, no, a machine. Like one of those like it's like woo woo woo. Like I don't know how it's doing that. I'm sure I'll be interested later. But yes, continue.
No, sorry, I got caught up. I went to X videos for more Samoan videos, but then I saw this really cool ebony video right in the corner. So gonna leave that tab open.
Yeah, bookmark.
I like how you described that. I saw this really cool ebony.
All right, so for the little
We
free
know.
game for you, there is more black and brown porn on X videos than there is on Pornhub, and so when I open my X videos, it's all ebony because it's all I search on there. And the first one, like it's 1080p, 5 minutes long. They're doing it on the sync. Fuck
No.
my wife's friend with pleasure from her parents. What does that mean? I don't know, but this is very high quality. I'll send you the link. This has been the National Meat Treasure. Fuck.
We're off the rails, bro. It's been an hour and a half of us
You know
just
what?
rambling.
We came in so cold and it just got hotter and hotter and hotter, and now I'm hard. So follow me at thin.cruel.lips on TikTok and Instagram, at National Meat Treasure on TikTok and Instagram, and at NMT Pod on Facebook. Really, I want you to drill it on the Facebook. I want to grow the Facebook. That's where the money is. Something about Facebook where like Facebook, like people like will recycle really, really, really old shit on Facebook and it blows up because Facebook people just don't like engage. Like I saw Logan Paul. I know it's Logan Paul, but Logan Paul's page posted a clip with 69 from a 69 interview 2 years ago, and it got like 1.5 million views. And I'm like, why is it 69? Like that would make no traction on TikTok because it's a younger generation. They don't care about 69 anymore. But yeah, so I'm trying to get that Facebook popping. Also go over to the YouTube. I know we didn't get an episode last week. We had some technical difficulties on the YouTube, but you know, like I said, re-listen to that last episode last week. It's, what are we on, 115? Is this 115?
Yes.
This is 116.
116. So 115, you know, that's on all podcasting platforms. Sorry, couldn't get to YouTube. Sorry, couldn't get clips out. But hey, retweet, reblog, cross-platform our other clips. Make it happen. Hit repost on TikTok. Do all that good stuff and take it away, Thrillah.
Wow. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Same Thrillah. And when you follow me, DM me. Come say what's up.
Well, you never match the way you look. You know, you just like the voice that comes out of you is like, "Hey, check me out." Like it's just like, why? Like you look like a dangerous person somehow. Like sometimes you look dangerous. You're like, wow, like he might be Mystique. He might have like knives on him. And you go, "Hey, want to come by? I have boba tea." Like just like, and that's why we're friends, because people assume things about us. And
all I have is hard dick and a boba tea.
Hey.
He's big ass instead of big L.
That's a Joji reference somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where you're at. It's probably really early or really late. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. It took me a while because I forgot there's a button.
Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thrillah, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper